One of my favorite managers during my corporate tenure, he once said, chase the career and the money will follow. And that advice hasn't steered me wrong to date. That's how you move from surviving the next job to building lasting wealth and purpose. Because legacy is built where others won't go. It's sometimes the most profitable move isn't the obvious one. Hey, y'all, welcome back to Career and Coffee. First, thank you for tapping in and making this part of your weekly power strategy. This space is for my legacy builders, those craving more alignment and redefining what success is on their term. And this month's theme is very clear: decisions define legacy. And today's conversation, we're going to flip the script on what career pause really means. So years ago, I thought I was on my way and I thought climbing was the only way. I got the title, the coveted milestone 6-figure salary, and the respect. And then I stepped back. People thought I was crazy. Now, why would I choose to walk away from all that? People were talking and whispering, and they assumed I failed. But that move, it became the blueprint for everything I coach today. Let me be clear. You can't worry about what they think. That pause wasn't a breakdown, it was a strategic life reset, a necessary repositioning. And I know many of you are standing in that exact same moment right now. So let's talk about it. We've been conditioned to believe success is linear, up the ladder, bigger title, bigger paycheck. But life, it doesn't work like that. And leadership doesn't work like that. Detours are mislabeled as failure. Career pauses are treated like career killers. But here's the truth: a study found 70% of professionals say their most valuable skills came from lateral moves, the pauses or pivots, not the promotions. Think about that. Pause and let that land. And I want you to ask yourself, when have you paused and what did it really teach you? What did it really teach you? Because the pauses allow for recalibration. This gives you time to read the room, measure the market, do a pulse check on your industry, to recalibrate your value, to stop chasing titles and start designing strategy. And guess what? Stepping back can prevent costly mistakes and costly misalignment. So, this is also the perfect season and time and space to engage a coach, a mentor, or an advocate for you. Someone who can help you see the bigger picture. A lot of times we're too narrow, we're in the weeds, we're too up close. So, someone who can help you see that bigger picture for you and turn your pause into a power move. Because the professionals who pause to reposition, they often leapfrog their peers. It's a classic turtle and hare race where the turtle wins. It's in the strategy. Let's make this plain today, right? It's not about starting. It's about strategic repositioning. And here's how you can put wealth strategy in motion. Take some notes here. The number one, convert past experience into future market value. We want to be forward thinking. This is an example of highlighting leadership from a cross functional project in your interviews or your client pitches. Use it as proof of problem solving and team management to negotiate that higher pay or attract premium consultant opportunities. The second key here is use the pause to diversify your skills. Set yourself apart here, right? Define your competitive edge. So during a career pause or a slower season, complete a certification. This is what I call upskilling. You also can join a professional board or lead a volunteer project that develops new skills and expands your network. The third key, build a career asset that appreciates, not just compensates. This is where you want to keep a running portfolio of your accomplishments, your metrics, and your testimonials. This is where updating your LinkedIn regularly, and consider launching a thought leadership series or speaking engagements to build that authority. One of my favorite managers during my corporate tenure, he once said, chase the career and the money will follow. And that advice hasn't steered me wrong to date. That's how you move from surviving the next job to building lasting wealth and purpose. Because legacy is built where others won't go. It's not about fearing the step back, it's about fearing staying stuck. Ask yourself, what step back are you realizing now was actually a power move? When did you take a few steps back and took a leap forward? If this sip and chat resonated with you, two things here. Join me every Thursday. I'm here at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for Career and Coffee live on LinkedIn. Be sure to grab my free 7-step LinkedIn optimization guide to align how you show up with where you're going next, because LinkedIn should be more than a digital resume. And your visibility leads to the credibility that you need, which will open the door wide open for new opportunity. I'll put the link in the comments to access that free guide. And also drop the word legacy in the comments if today's conversation hit home. Honor your next with what you do right now, right? Decisions define your legacy. Until next time, may your next move be your best move. And thanks for tapping in.